And we're going live on Instagram too. I'm just waiting for Facebook to come through. And Facebook came through too. Perfect. 4 for 4 today. Love it. So we are going to be, we are going to be showing off the teams in the One for My Chromies break. So initially, Saturday, I posted 7 divisional breaks or random breaks or however you want to look at it. We already did 2 of them, and we're going to go ahead and try to push a couple more, hopefully on through tonight or tomorrow. We'll talk about those later. That's not the main thing we're looking for right now. But I was going to post 2 jumbos of Chrome, 2 hobbies of Chrome, and of course the silver packs will be included in that. Now, I was supposed to get the silver packs on Saturday, but that didn't quite happen. So I decided, it was going to be the 7 breaks and 1 for my Chromies, but now it's just kind of going solo. All right. So we're going to discuss each team and what it brings. And this will be the first opportunity for everybody to buy in. So we'll see how this stream goes as far as how many teams sell. It's also going to help us gauge whether it's possible to go on drip and fill an entire break of a regular size, magnitude type break. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to reveal the teams one by one. We'll briefly go over what you can find out of those teams, because that's a huge problem with this year's Chrome, is because of what got left out of the Chrome break. A lot of times we're forgetting about what's in it. So we're going to look at that important factor. All right. And good luck to everybody on getting the teams that you're hoping for. So I got, that's immaculate. That's not Chrome. There's my Chrome list here. Is this it? Yep, there it is. Okay, I got Chrome pulled up. So I guess what we'll do is normally my list goes in one order, but I think it's going to be easier for me to put the teams out in alphabetical order. All right. If you are not watching us on Drip and you want to participate in this, switch on over to the Drip Shop, because that's where you're going to be able to get the teams. All right. So first one that we're going to do, I had to have something in here in order to get the stream started. We're going to post the Angels. All right. So again, if you have the sale button highlighted, the Angels, hey, what's going on? Should have popped up. And they're available for $79.99. Out of the Angels, here are your possibilities. So those silver packs, Rodriguez, Witt, Torkelson, those are good. They're not the only super short prints out there, though. So Shohei Ohtani is available as a super short print. And then here are your regular autographs. Brandon Marsh, Jansen Junk, Oliver Orteaga, and Reed Detmers. So a couple decent guys there. Not everybody's junk. And then you have a veteran auto in Jared Walsh. 3 different Mike Trout autos, but I'm sure they're very, very low numbered, limited supply. And then same with Shohei Ohtani. There's 2 insert autographs, and I'm sure those are pretty low numbered as well. You have Brandon Marsh also has a base image variation rookie. Trout has an image variation, and Otani has an image variation. So those aren't the super short prints. Those are the regular short prints that did make it into the boxes. They're still nice cards to pull. All right. Doesn't have to be super necessarily to be a big hit either. So that's the Angels at $79.99. And next we are going to, check this box. There we go. We are going to put up the Astros. And they are $44.99. This is it right now. They'll get posted later on Facebook, but I'm trying to gauge like how much of a break can we fill. We've done this a few times before. The best we've done is half fill the break on a drip stream like this. So this is where it's posted right now, one by one. We're just going to go over real quick. 30, trying to do this as quickly as possible because somebody could walk in the door of the store here at any moment. Try and do this as quickly as possible. So about a 15 to 30 second rundown on each team, and then we pop up the next one. Again, it's 2 jumbo, 2 hobby, and the silver packs get thrown in as well. So for the Astros, your regular autos include Chas McCormick, Jake Myers, Jose Siri, and Ronnie Dawson. A little bit stronger on the insert side, and the names in here aren't going to be as diluted as, say, a Trout or an Otani. You got a couple Bregman. You've got Christian Javier with a veteran auto. Jose Altuve and Kyle Tucker have a couple apiece. Michael Brantley with a veteran auto, and 3 different autographs subjects for Yordan Alvarez. Altuve is your image variation guy. All right. So that is the Astros. Next up is going to be the least expensive team of the entire break. And that's the A's. They are $9.99. Basically, it's all about a player that actually isn't even on the team anymore. So it's an interesting situation there, but you can pull autographs. Matt Olson has 3 different insert autographs: the 87, the Heart of the City, and the pinstriped. Really, besides his base cards and those 3 inserts for the regular cards as well, the non-autos, the only other players on here are Jed Lowry, Matt Chapman, and Sean Manaea. Are any of them still on the team? I don't know. We will find out about the Braves in about a minute. So they're 2 teams away from getting posted. We are going alphabetical order on this one. Pretty much just going on group break checklists. So if you want to look ahead of what I'm saying and see what's in the checklist for yourself, go on groupbreakchecklists.com, pull up Chrome, and then you'll be looking at the team by team breakdown. And you'll be able to go ahead and see what teams you like the most. So when they pop up on the screen, they could disappear just as quickly if you want to do that. Next team that we're going to go over is our friends to the north. Otherwise, I'll have to restart everything here. Okay. It cut out for a minute. All right, that's good. Sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. And I guess the next question is, are we still live on Facebook? And it appears that we... Okay. It looks really slow on Facebook, though. Blue Jays. Your two autos are Kevin Smith and Otto Lopez. And then on the insert/veteran side, you have Alek Manoah, Bo Bichette, 2 of George Springer, Nate Pearson, Teoscar Hernandez, and 3 of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Image variation of Vlad Jr. as well. Braves. They are $69.99. Kyle Muller and the newly re-signed Spencer Strider. So they just bought him out of his rookie deal. Got a club option on top of it, and so he's going to be in Atlanta for a while. You also have 3 different Freddie Freemans, Ozzie Albies, and Acuna Jr. on the insert side of the autograph checklist. Image variations go to Freddie Freeman and Acuna. Now, Strider is an insert-only subject, so adds a little bit more of the risk versus reward on the Braves side. All right, and I'll try to point that out for like the key guys if they're not on the base card checklist. So after the Braves, let's put up the Brewers. And they are $39.99. Brewers, you got Aaron Ashby, Jake Cousins, Jackson Reitz, and Miguel Sanchez. Now, you also got a pretty long laundry list. Yeah, man, and it's an excellent strategy for Atlanta because you figure this. You lock in 3 players that way, right? That might be the amount of money you need to sign one of them in the future. Even if 2 players bust and one's good, that still makes your odds better than just signing one at a pretty penny later in the future. So this is like a long-term investment. All right. I know some of the newer collectors might have a little trouble with that. But if you're looking at a sports team as a business, you have to look at making your money maximize your potential. So you sign Acuna, Albies, Strider like that, right? Those 3 guys for the same amount of money that 3 or 4 years down the road, you would be offering maybe more than that to Acuna alone. And all 3 of those guys turn out, or only one of them turns out to be, worth the money. Yeah, Matt Olson too. That was a little bit different though, because he is getting one of those higher bumps in pay, but they chose to sign him rather than Freddie Freeman, 2 very similar players, but one's like 2 years older. So that's a little bit different. I'm talking about locking up a guy who's still within his initial contract. You look at the deal that they gave Tatis for the Padres. And you think, well, maybe. But if you make it as a philosophy, then in the long term, that can benefit you. All right, so back to the Brewers. So Ashby, Cousins, Reed, Sanchez. On the insert side, you have Brandon Woodruff, Christian Yelich with 3 different autos, a couple autos for Freddie Peralta, Josh Hader, 3 for Keston Hiura, and 1 for Lorenzo Cain. All right. Next is the Cardinals. Again, if you're joining us on other platforms, the only opportunity you can jump in off this initial run here is to get in on the Drip app. Trying to test it out, see how many teams. The most we've ever filled on doing this is like halfway. So I'm just trying to see what the support is like on the app here. So Cardinals, $34.99. Juan Yepes is your rookie auto. Dylan Carlson and Paul Goldschmidt are your veteran autos. Well, they're not veteran autos. I'm sorry. They're insert autos. A little bit different because the veterans will come up a little more frequently. They won't necessarily be numbered. They'll just probably have a shorter print run than the rookies. Arenado, who's not an autograph subject, which surprises me because he does sign quite frequently for Panini. Not an auto subject, but he does have an image variation. And let's see here. Next, we got another cheaper side team. And that would be... Come on. Cubs, $14.99. Alfonso Rivas and Greg Diekman are your autos. And then you have insert and veteran autos, Madrigal, Horner, Patrick Wisdom, and Wilson Contreras. All right, so no rookie base cards. Madrigal, only a Future Stars card. So not the strongest checklist, but they do have a little bit more to offer than the A's, so they got a little bit of a price bump above what they are. And this one, we'll break down the rookies in this team as well, because that's kind of a definite factor in the way that they're priced. $59.99, Arizona Diamondbacks. So Diamondbacks have a huge rookie checklist. Again, these are the autographs that come out more often. So, and also, there's some strong names on this checklist. You know, I know they don't get the credit or the hobby love, but this is a pretty good rundown here. We got Alec Thomas, who's autograph only, Drew Ellis, who's not, Jake McCarthy, who's autograph only, Luis Frias as well, Seth Beer, who is in the base set, as are Stuart Fairchild and Tyler Gilbert. So Beer, the one rookie who's been like consistently out through the whole year. But McCarthy and Thomas, very strong. I might argue Ellis too, but McCarthy and Thomas, very strong upside on those two. So that makes the Diamondbacks a pretty solid team to go after on the autograph side. Definitely some upside. And even though not all of them have base cards, just the sheer quantity of rookie autographs is one of the largest on any team checklist. You have the Dodgers coming up next here. Come on, Dodgers. Where are you? There you go. And they are $27.99. $27.99 for the Dodgers. So going back to those silver packs, it's been a while since we had a super short print card show up on the checklist here. There is a base super short print of Jackie Robinson, so that's a fun one. I like that. I like that being a super too, and it's card 42 on the back. So. Andre Jackson, your lone rookie subject for an autograph. But on the veteran side, you have Chris Taylor, insert auto of Cody Bellinger, 3 of Max Muncy, and 2 of Walker Buehler. Surprisingly, no short prints, regular short prints. I would have thought they had a couple decent names there, but I guess they wanted to keep them printed short. Next, Giants, $27.99. This is what we got for them. Heliot Ramos, Kevin Castro, and Sammy Long are your rookie autos. No base for Heliot Ramos or Castro for that matter. And then on the insert side, you have Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford, and 2 of Buster Posey. All right, including those cool auto relics. So that was a short one. Next, we have that Cleveland team. Call them what you will. Call them playoff ready. That's what you can call them. So again here, 3 autograph rookie subjects: Eli Morgan, Ernie Clement, and Gabriel Arias. Your insert autos, there's a couple of Jose Ramirez, a couple of Shane Bieber, and a veteran auto of Zach Plesac. All right, I think there may be some who were waiting for this one. Guardians sold. All right, are we ready for one of the big guns here? This is one of the teams we waited so long to post this here. We want those silver packs so that we can see Julio Rodriguez, who is a base rookie short print, and Ken Griffey Jr., who is a base super short print. So I guess those retired players are actually harder to get than the rookies, from what it sounds like. I guess the rookies are more just SPs, but I mean, it's Chrome, so they're not easy. But if you get one, you're definitely money right there. All right. So now, out of the 4 rookie subjects, the only one with base in there is Kyle Raleigh. But his stuff seems to be picking up pretty nicely. You also have George Kirby, Julio Rodriguez. The autographs were in the boxes, so that's good to know. And Matt Brash. 4 veteran autos, so forget about insert autos. They're all veteran autos. Adam Frazier, Kyle Seager. Technically would be a retired auto, but Logan Gilbert, and Mitch Haniger. Don't forget, this set is massively delayed, right? It came out late September. It's normally put out late July for the National, but it's also a set that, back when they actually told you to pre-book things and not just say, this is what we feel like giving you. And don't worry, it's significantly less than last year. but we'll blame the manufacturer for that, even though we're hoarding it like villains. So you got to remember that those autographs may have been created at the end of last year when the players were still being locked out. So your veteran autos: Adam Frazier, Kyle Seager, Logan Gilbert, and Mitch Haniger. I'm kind of surprised. No other short prints, but Griffey's a nice touch. I like that, especially when you have J-Rod in there. That kind of gives a little strength to that. All right, so the one that's closest in the alphabet to the Mariners is the Marlins. And they are just a tenth of what the Mariners cost. But don't underestimate, because this is actually a pretty deep checklist. We were talking about the Diamondbacks having one of the deepest rookie checklists. Well, this one's one deeper. So, if you're looking to sit on things for a while, one of these guys, the Marlins have developed many a star in the past. They don't necessarily stick around, but they've developed them. Anthony Bender, Brian De La Cruz, Edward Cabrera, Nick Fortes, Peyton Henry, Zach Pop, and Zach Thompson. You also have veteran autos: Jazz Chisholm Jr., Joey Wendell, and Trevor Rogers. So for $24.99, if you're just looking to get an autograph, he might not even guess to sign. 3 of Pete Alonso and 1 of Taijuan Walker. Image variations: you got Francisco Lindor and Max Scherzer. All right, and again, Pete Alonso has his fair share of inserts. DeGrom has a couple, so color is important too in Chrome. For a team that's $29.99, you get a few color cards of these star players, and you're good. You don't even need a hit, especially on some of these cheaper teams that have some star players to them. Next team is the Nationals. $49.99. Is going choppy again on here or on Facebook? Facebook, sometimes it's choppy and sometimes it's not. So I guess it's doing the same thing here on Drip. Okay. My apologies. I guess the key thing is the Drip Shop, at least. Although we are giving some good information out on each of the teams. So your rookie autos are Francisco Perez, Joan Adon, Josiah Gray, Mason Thompson, and Riley Adams. All right, Josiah Gray is on a dual player auto. Juan Soto is on 3 different autograph subjects, one of them being a veteran auto. So that one, again, I'm sure it's shorter printed, but there's probably more to them than some of these other ones. And then you have Keibert Ruiz as well with a veteran auto. Soto has an image variation. All right, so Topps Chrome could be your so long to Soto right now. $49.99. Orioles, man, on these breaks with the prospects on it, they have been kind of tearing it up lately. So I don't know what Chrome necessarily is going to bring, but it could bring something. So Orioles, $17.99. Yeah, if it does, it's going to be for a low price there. Orioles do have 5 on the autograph subject list: Alex Wells, Marcos Duplan, Mike Baumann, Spencer Watkins, and Zach Lowther. You also have Austin Hayes, Cedric Mullins, Ryan Mountcastle, and Trey Mancini on the autograph checklist. All right, here comes a fun one. Again, just like the Nationals, some players established themselves as rookies with the Padres, only to have to relocate over to the East Coast, which California, Washington, D.C., I don't know. Seems kind of similar to me, right? So Padres, $44.99. You have C.J. Abrams as one of those base rookie short prints. He's also a autograph subject, as is Ivan Castillo and Mackenzie Gore, neither of which have regular base cards. So you're shooting for the autos there. And then veteran autos of Hae-Sung Kim and Joe Musgrove, who ended the Mets season yesterday. So I'm not going to say anything nice about him. Tatis has an image variation. What he needs is a new image, but image variation, that works too. And let's talk about another team that's still in the playoffs. I think they are, right? Phillies? I don't know. I worked last night. I went home. I tried to price this breakout. So Phillies just sold. So real quick, Bryson Stott, Hans Kraus, Luke Williams, Matt Vierling are the rookies. No base on Stott, so you're shooting for an auto. Aaron Nola twice, Alec Boehm, Bryce Baby, and 2 for JT Realmuto on the veteran side. Here's another big team. Now, this is a big team, but nothing was missing for them. All right, it was all in there. Again, for those who do buy retail, there is still stuff in Chrome without those silver packs. Don't worry. And this is one of the teams that gives it to you, the Pirates. All right, Pirates. O'Neal Cruz has base, image variation, and a super short print. He's also got an autograph along with Hoy Park, Max Kranick, Roansy Contreras, and Rodolfo Castro. Brian Reynolds and Cabrian Hayes round off the non-rookie autos. All right, so not bad, especially if you're looking for O'Neal Cruz. Rangers are next. Rangers are $24.99. They're another one of those teams where you're shooting for an autograph and hopefully you get some color or it's somebody who's worth holding on to. It's probably more of a quantity than quality thing. You have AJ Alexi, Curtis Terry, Glenn Otto, Joe Barlow, Yahel Pozo, and Yanni Hernandez. So that is, again, one of the deeper rookie checklists. Otherwise, there's just 5 base guys there. Pirates. So again, everything's got to be done through the drip shop during this preview period. But the Pirates are $99.99. The Cardinals show up in the shop there. They're $34.99. All right, another one where, yes, everything was already in the product to begin with. And this is another one of the big teams. The Rays, $194.99. And this is much similar to O'Neal Cruz, right? O'Neal Cruz. Now, even more so, Wander also has 2 inserts on the non-autograph checklist. But again, he also has a base rookie, an image variation, and a super short print. All right. Your rookies are Josh Lau, Shane Baz, who also has an image variation rookie, Vidal Brujan, and Wander Franco. And every single one of them has base cards. Brandon Lau and Mike Zunino, veteran autos. All right. So again, short prints for Baz and Franco. And you got a couple somewhat star players. Get some color on them. It wouldn't be too bad. So Rays, $194.99. Next up is the Red Sox. $29.99. Actually, on the cheap side, this isn't a bad bang for the buck team. Jarren Duran does have base and an image variation. So besides him, you got Connor Siebold, Connor Wong, and Cutter Crawford as rookie auto subjects. On the insert side, you have Bobby Dalbec, David Ortiz, JD Martinez, Rafael Devers, Sander Bogarts. And then, of course, a pretty strong checklist of star players to, look for when you're trying to get color. So, all right, we have another subject for the rookie short prints. And he is on the Reds. Hunter Green. So again, doesn't have base rookies, but he does have the base rookie short print. He also has an autograph along with Alejo Lopez. Nick Lodolo, he was a first rounder. I know not everybody might be, as familiar with the Reds names as others are, but Green and Lodolo, they're pitchers, but definitely 2 pitchers not to be overlooked. Reaver San Martin, TJ Friedel, and Trey Ambergy. Couple of on the non-rookie autos, you have a couple of Winker, 3 of Votto, Jonathan India, and Tyler Stevenson to round it out. So Lodolo does not have base rookies, by the way. All right, here's another one on the cheaper side, $17.99. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to change it to $14.99. I do like one of the guys on the checklist, and he does have base cards, but we're going to do that $14.99 because I think that'll help it move quicker. And that would be the Rockies. So you have Colton Welker and Ryan Vilade. Vilade having base rookies as well. Other than that, it's just a few star base guys. Charlie Blackmon, Trevor Story, who's now on the Red Sox. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
I got just a few teams to go over on this live stream, and then I can help you out we're doing a Topps Chrome break. So we got 2 jumbos, 2 hobbies, and we're going to be putting the silver packs in them. And then right now we're putting them on Drip, and then later we'll put them on Facebook.
So what do? They people pick a team, and then
Yes.
whatever card comes out of that team.
Yep. Basically.
Every team sold.
What's that?
You got the Padres.
So they, I think they're still.
Much are they?
45.
I just buy them from you right now.
In a couple minutes. I just got to finish the stream because I loaded it on here, and then I'd have to take it off. So
What
if
time you
nobody,
open till?
6.
6?
Yeah.
My daughter's got a soccer game. We'll stop back. I'm gonna leave my car here anyway.
Okay.
I'll stop back in. We'll take care of it then. What time's the stream at?
I don't know when
The
the
break?
break's gonna happen, but
If the Padres are still
Yeah.
available, then I'll buy them then.
do you have First Bowman Chrome, Tommy Pham?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I found one.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll dig that up in a second.
No problem. We'll be back.
Okay.
Do what you gotta do.
Okay. Yeah, this is only going to be like probably 5 more minutes.
Okay. I'll stop back. I'll
Okay.
definitely stop back. See, I said we're gonna be 2 minutes. And
Okay.
here I am.
Gotcha.
Come on, boys. We'll come back right back.
All right. See you in a few.
Thank you.
You got it. All right. So another big one coming up here. Royals. $174.99. Bobby Witt, obviously base rookie short print. He's also an autograph subject. Again, this is a very deep autograph checklist on both the rookie and the non-rookie side. So Angel Zerpa, Emmanuel Rivera, Jackson Kawar, who will have base, so will Rivera, John Heasley, and MJ Melendez. Then you have Benintendi, Brady Singer. Jackson Kawar is on that dual player auto. Who was the guy? I think it was a Pirate that we mentioned that was on it with him. I don't know why it's the only one that I see that's a dual player auto, but there might be a couple others that I just missed it. Nicky Lopez, a couple of Salvador Perez, and 3 of Whit Merrifield. It's amazing how many of these heart of the city guys got traded out of those cities that they're the heart of, but you know, that's baseball. That's all sports. Honestly, it's probably more basketball and football than baseball, but it still happens eventually. All right. Now, in addition to the Royals, the Tigers. People looking for Spencer Torkelson out of those silvers. I think this one's a pretty good buy at $99.99. So Matt Manning and Zach Short join him on the rookie checklist. Casey Mize, Miggy Cabrera ×2, and Tariq Skubal on the non-rookie side. And image variation for Miggy. Next, you got the Twins. Twins are $21.99. So Joe Ryan has base. Royce Lewis does not. And joining them on the rookie checklist is Griffin Jacks and Giovanni Moran. Pinstriped auto for Byron Buxton, and your veteran autos are Alex Kirilloff, Max Kepler, and Ryan Jeffers. I feel like there's a lot more veterans than in the past, which I find interesting, so to speak. I mean, they've always had them. I got a 2019 Machado sitting over there, but I feel like it's a lot more than before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Last 2 teams. First up is that other team from Chicago. that I often get stuck with, but often produces good stuff for me. The White Sox, $27.99. Now they have Gavin Sheets, Jake Berger, and Romy Gonzalez on the rookie side. Gavin Sheets and Berger share a dual player auto, so there's definitely one more. Crochet, Sheets, and Grandal on the insert side. And then, of course, probably a lot of curiosity on who's on this checklist. For only $34.99, might not be a bad risk to take the Yankees, especially with Aaron Judge does have a base variation. The only rookie does have base cards, and that's Luis Gil. And your non-rookie autos include 2 of Aaron Judge, 2 of our oldest Chapman, although he may be out of a job soon. CC Sabathia, DJ LeMahieu, Garrett Cole, Giancarlo Stanton, Gleyber Torres, Joey Gallo, and Luke Voigt. Hello? Yeah. Good, how are you? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, both. For when people bring into the store, I'll usually do like a quick 15-minute appraisal, give you an idea of what it's worth. If I'm interested, I'll give you what my offer is. If it's a large collection, then I bill at a $25 an hour rate. And if I have to, drive some distance, a little towards gasoline too. Right, just bring it. That's the best way to do it. Just start out by bringing in a little sample of what's there. I had somebody do that, and he's like, "Yeah, I got about 300,000 sitting in my garage." So I was like, okay. So I went over there, and after about an hour, we kind of figured that there wasn't much of anything there. It was all like 1993 football base cards and stuff like that. Like everything had been picked clean out of it. I guess he had gotten a collection, and it was just there was nothing of value left in it. So, but it sounds like this was something that okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so complete sets. It depends on what years they're from. Especially basically you're looking for key rookies on older stuff. So yeah, if you want to take a few pictures, you want to bring a few cards in so that they can be looked at more closely, especially with older cards, conditions, like everything. Today at 6. Tomorrow we're here at 11 to 3. 11 to 6 Wednesday, and 11 to 3 Thursday, and then I got a show in Long Island. So you got it. See you soon. Take care. All right. So that's the whole break. All right. Let's do a little bit of a recap here. All right. The A's are $9.99. The Blue Jays are $44.99. The Rangers are $24.99. The Rays are $194.99. Cardinals $34.99. Mariners $224.99. That's the high risk, high reward team right there. That's the biggest one. The biggest reward, but also at least there's a consolation prize there with Raleigh. There's the super short print of Griffey. There's a few other things to go for, but obviously we want to see J-Rod there. Giants, $27.99. Pirates, $99.99. Mets, $29.99. Twins, $29.99 for the Mets. Twins, $21.99. Brewers, $39.99. Marlins, $24.99. I keep skipping one team whenever I go through. You go back. I think that's the Dodgers. Royals,